One thing that bothers me is when people touch your shit and they don't know what they're doing. And the reason why I said that is because I had taken my tripod to Wolfgang when I held that event on December 24th. And someone was like, oh, let me take a picture of y'all, and snatched my shit. It was so fast. This person was really drunk. It happened so fast. And my phone piece that connects to the tripod, not the tripod itself, has been broken. So it's like wibbly wobbly. So I had to come out of my pocket because people don't know how to control themselves when they're drunk, and buy another holder. And it wasn't expensive, but it was an unnecessary purchase. Stop touching people's shit. Now, today, I just finished a cooking class that will go up, so look for that. And technically, it wasn't a cooking class. It was more so of a tasting, like let me show you, and then tasting that they had. And all I know is that even if I were employed, okay, I need to make more money, period, because I get it. The Le Creuset, the other brands that are in Williams-Sonoma, baby, I need. And I realized that as much as I try to fight myself from what is the word I'm looking for? As much as I try to fight myself, a woman loving to be in the kitchen, I do like to cook, but even more I like to host. And they're hosting wear, they're serving wear. Baby, I get it. I need it. I want it. So we'll see how that goes. And I was cracking up because I know typically I am not in this world of content creating, and this is why I continue to do it. I am not the typical brand face that brands want, right? They want clean, crisp, people that don't cuss, people that are Caucasian. And not that I'll ever talk myself out of something like that, but that's kind of when you start getting fucking money to say, I've worked with Dove, Le Creuset, and different major brands. Now, I love the fact that Cardi is authentic. I love Cardi. And I told y'all, when I can afford her stylist, that's who's going to be my stylist. I love everything about, like, she gives black culture, because that's what she was in. Words mean things. Fashion, high fashion. That's what she gives. That's what she gives. And that's what I want to give. And that's what I'm going to work towards. When I am on my social media, like, it takes a lot to build a quote unquote brand. You can start to see subtle changes, right? So subtle changes. Hello? Are we paying attention? Yeah, subtle changes. And so now we're going to be working on how I want to look on screen. Now, I told y'all I wear my regular stuff like all the time, every day, but how do I want to start appearing on screen as I grow? Subtle changes. I don't conform. So my nails, once I start getting my nails done again, it's me. So what the problem is, I really like to clean, and I like to use harsh agents like bleach and like Ajax and Comet, and that's not good for the glue on your hands. And I know people be like, well, use gloves. I don't like gloves because when I clean with gloves, water winds up getting in the glove, and I don't like the way that feels on my hands. So one of the reasons why I haven't really been getting my nails done is because they lift. People say, well, use this and do that, and the quality sometimes is not worth the price right now. It's just not. And I feel as though that's just one of the things that I need to learn how to do. I'm not a DIY mommy at all. I don't like DIYs at all. I'm more of a pay for the professional to do it type person. However, if I'm paying you $120, I don't expect my nails to lift. And so, and that's without cleaning, right? So, and that's just even with I have to use oil on my skin. I have to use butters on my skin. And so even with the oils and butters, it causes the nails to lift. So where do we go from here? Bald head scallywag. We don't have any nails. It's just one of the things as a woman where men don't understand. Yes, I just spent $120 and 2 weeks later I'm about to spend another $120. Do you like the way my hands look around your dick? Yes or no? Give me the money, right? So that's just one of those things where men don't understand the cost. And when they say you're just trying to come out and get my $40 for this meal, babe, my primer costs $35. I'm perimenopausal. I can't buy $1 primer. I have the Kat Von D primer. I have the matte primer. I have the primer for the women in my age category. That's why when I go out, I look good, right? So just $35 on my face, and you think that boy, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. I am excited about Convo & Co. The second episode of Convo & Co. has been totally, first of all, it's been released. Second of all, it's been restructured. And as a one-woman talk show, I am loving the way that it came together. And only better and greater things can come from it. So when you watch it, and if you find any talking points, feel free to, send me the videos and I'll incorporate that. The reason why I like the way I structure that is because it makes it so much easier for you to understand what I'm talking about. Because I know I always say, well, I was on TikTok this, and I saw this online. So if you see a quote, if you see a statement, if you see the breaking news and you want me to talk about it, just send it to me, and I'll make sure it's on that week's, if not the following weeks, because some of these episodes, just like with anything else, have to be pre-recorded just because of life and life events, right? I love the fact that the rearrangement of my space has caused, you know how writers have writer's block? I had creativity block for a long time. And just rearranging it, the feng shui, the feng is shuiing in my space, and I am happy for me. Now, the next goal as a creative is to get some funding, to do bigger, do better, and host better events. And I think that's why I like curating events, because I do like hosting. One of my next things that I have coming up, and I'm going to be very, very particular about who I invite, and it's going to be small, and it's going to be very curated to people with great personalities. And I'm going to do a murder mystery, and I want people to come and be dressed up, and I want it recorded, and I just want, I'm gonna have to just start creating my own reality TV and series with the people in my life. And I love that for me, and I love documenting my life for my kid, my family, my friends, and for generations to come. Timelessness. That's something that I always talk about, that my content is timeless. And that's one of the things that's hard for other people. So what's hard for me is curating timeless content. Just like with other people, it's hard for them to get views on old content because it's current events. That makes sense? Yeah. All in all, this 10 minutes is basically letting you guys know that the creativity is back. I can't wait to see what this year has in store for me. It's day 18, y'all. Y'all have been here with me for 18 days. And if you haven't, go back. There's 17 days worth of 10-minute freedom thoughts about how I feel, what's going on, and what's next up with me. I think this is a great way for friends and family that don't talk to me every day to catch up as well. What do y'all think? What would you like to see me do? I take constructive criticism very well, and I love getting ideas